What's going on, people? So I got a little correction to make today, okay? I
Oh,
did a video, I think it was yesterday or the day before, okay, about Baby Yui and the
Baby
situation
Yui,
with
rest in
him
peace,
and his
Baby
tweets,
Yui,
okay? So
man.
if you saw this video, you're
Damn.
gonna know what I'm talking about. Big U's son left dark messages before he was killed. Now, in this video, I broke down a whole bunch of absolutely crazy
I ain't
tweets
watched
that was
that one.
allegedly, not so allegedly, tweeted before he passed away. Okay, these tweets were pretty shocking. They kind of painted a very dark picture. They seem to paint a picture of him as suffering through some kind of mental difficulties and
Yeah,
posting a lot of things that seem to be harmful to those people around him. Now, look,
yeah.
okay, those tweets were up. They were deleted. I found them. I talked about them, and now everybody is telling me that I was completely wrong, okay? And I'm willing to throw my hands up, but what I'm going to say is that apparently, okay, a lot of inside information
But I'm hearing that a girl set Big U son up now, so I don't know how
shared
spooky
in the
this video
comments
finna
of
get.
this video, and it's now been passed to me personally. And apparently, look, people are vouching for the fact that I apparently got something wrong, and I'm going to throw my hands up and say it. But I couldn't find anything publicly that would prove what people are saying is true. But I've now apparently been told by people close to the situation it's true, okay? And I'm basically gonna correct the record today, okay?
Okay.
So I didn't really notice until a few hours ago, okay? I've been busy, I've been uploading clips, I've been editing, I've been doing all this stuff, okay? I didn't get a chance to look at the comments on this.
Yeah.
Now when I had a closer look at the comments on this, I realized, hang on a minute, something ain't quite right, okay? Because a lot of people were commenting, they're saying, Ross, you're an idiot if you thought for a second he posted those. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, what? And then I'm saying, people are saying it sounds like his ex got on his thing. And I'm thinking, okay.
His ex.
Okay, maybe people are talking about my lights. I'm gonna fix the light. Okay, don't worry about the light. All right, we're gonna fix the light.
Don't worry about the light.
The lights don't
Do your
quite work
homework
the
on the
same as the
light.
last lights that I had that broke, but it's all good. But anyway, okay, people were basically saying that like there was people trying to set him up. Okay,
People trying to set him
these
up.
tweets, they're saying Ross wants so badly to believe this is some schizo stuff going on when it was literally his ex-girlfriend posting all of this stuff on his ex. Now, I Googled it. I couldn't find anything on Google about Baby Yui ex-girlfriend feud with his ex. I couldn't find anything to corroborate this. So I'm thinking, okay, it's interesting. I'm seeing comment after comment, and this particular comment,
everybody's
don't
saying
believe
that.
anything in the video. One of Baby Yui's ex-girlfriends was mad at him, and he hacked his account. She's the one who wrote and posted all this stuff, not him. She even changed his password, and he never got this account back. People saying the fact that you believe this stuff shows how oblivious you are about the culture. I get you always try and throw in empathetic messages, but this just says everything, okay? And realistically, bro, look, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything on Google.
So it's about a bunch
of
basically it sounded like a bunch of tweets, but the tweets came from his ex-girlfriend.
This
not
was
from him.
actually like a known thing. Like if I'd have been doing my research on this and I'd have seen something to say, oh, ex-girlfriend drama, he denies everything, I would have set the record straight. But look, I had no idea. All right.
Yeah.
I read the tweets, I put the tweets out there, and people are basically saying that it's all cap. Now, I wasn't 100% sure if I could believe it because I didn't see any third party reporting on this. But somebody from the inside has contacted me and let me know. Okay, that is apparently what was going on. I'm just gonna take this one at face value, even though I've not seen any third party evidence to suggest this is what happened. I'm gonna take this at face value, so I'll show you what was said. So this is apparently Baby Yui's cousin Foolie. Okay, I think I did actually meet him at an event recently. We tapped in, and he contacted me. He followed up about this, and he tried to set the record straight. And I'm like I say, I'm gonna take what he said at face value. I'm gonna let you guys know that this is apparently what happened. If anybody's got any other posts that are public that are about this, that I can learn more about what was going on with this feud, let me know and I'll keep it real, okay? But he said that was his ex-girlfriend hacked his Twitter and wrote all of that foul stuff. He said sometimes you got to think thoroughly and investigate more before you do stuff like this.
I hate when people say that though. Like, we are not the police, bro. We are not the police. This is not the the Fox ABC News, bro. If this famous person passes away and I go on his Twitter and I see a bunch of crazy tweets on his Twitter, what the fuck am I supposed to think? There is no research and investigating for me to do. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I get it a little bit more for Traveler Ross because he's supposed to be like a journalist and stuff like that. But it wasn't like he was He not coming here and being like, that for sure was him. He just showing what he see. What he looking up shit and he's showing what he see, bro. It's not that deep.
It paints a bad picture of my cousin. Not a good look, bro. Now look, fair enough. I'll throw my hands up and say, look, I didn't find that information. I could.
You ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and bam! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf was broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own, it's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
I haven't been able to see that information. People have commented it, and sometimes people in the comments know a lot more about what's going on than me. Look, I'm just online. I'm doing my online investigations. Okay?
Right.
It's like, it is what it is, okay? I'm just trying to find what's online, and this was not online. Now it's online. I've set the record straight. I'm letting the world know. So this video is now documented history and proof, okay, that apparently some foul stuff was going on behind the scenes with the ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Okay, he said, why would he tweet all of that weird-ass stuff? He was dealing with a psycho B.
I don't know why he would do that. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't have the answers for you. All I have is the person passed away, and I'm just showing y'all what I see when I look them up. It's that simple.
He wanted to ruin his life. Now, I said, look, I just put the information out that's on his official Twitter. If he was hacked, it was still from his Twitter, so it wasn't like I lied or said false information knowingly. I just said I didn't know that he was hacked, and he never deleted the tweets. Okay, I'm going to make another video saying it's cap and he was hacked, but I don't have any proof he was hacked. Did he ever tweet it, or did he ever let anybody know? I'm going to make a new video about this. He said, yes, he don't even be on Twitter after that stuff got hacked, bro. That girl is evil, and it's not allegedly. This is my cousin. I was dealing with this firsthand with him. Why would he call his dad a killer or his mom a fat bee? And that, look, you can see why I thought it was crazy that these tweets even existed, because I'm thinking, yo, this is crazy that he's tweeting this. Now, I'll be honest, like, if I'd have seen something that basically said that this was he'd had a feud with an ex-girlfriend or he didn't have control of his Twitter account, bro, of course I would have posted that, but I didn't know that, okay? And I'd still...
You can't be mad at somebody for not knowing what they don't know.
As you're going to hear for the next line, okay? I'm setting the record straight, okay? I said, okay, I'll talk about it in another video. That's what I'm doing right here, how he was allegedly hacked, and I'll give the other side of what you're saying. He said he could never delete the tweets because he'd lost access to it. He said, thank you. This is first-hand knowledge, not a hypothesis, okay? And I said, do you have any proof? He said, I'm the proof. So fully, he the glue, and he the proof, okay? So what more do you need, okay? You got comments from my video, and these Instagram DMs, okay? Usually people, I be providing a lot of proof of things and people don't want to accept it, but this is what I'm giving you right now. Yeah. So you can see what's going on. All right, you can see what's going on. So it says, okay, can I show these messages as proof in my new video so people know it's not cap? So I'm giving you, here's the proof. All right, you can't say I'm not giving you the proof. Here's the proof. I got the green heart reaction, so that's confirmation that I can show you this. All right, This is the best proof that I can give you about this, right? So we can keep this straight, so I can clear it up. He said he wasn't in no mental effed up headspace when he passed. My cousin thought stuff through. He went through some tough times, but prevailed, and that's what I respect most about him. He changed up his whole life, so I don't like any down talking towards him. That's all. So look, we set the record straight, man. They're saying he changed his life. He was in a much better space. He wasn't on the negativity. Somebody else made all of those tweets, and there you go. There's the proof. All right. I said, I feel you, man. I didn't know that he was hacked. I was just doing my job as a journalist, going through his tweets, but I'll clear it up in my next video. That's this video, and I'll give your side and say that he was hacked, okay? And he said, I appreciate it. I already know you was doing your job. I had to let you know that it ain't that at all. Couldn't let that fly, and I'll rock with you. The only reason I hit you up, I said, appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get the recording done shortly. I'll straighten everything out. And that is what's happening right now in this video. Okay,
for sure. Respect to Ross for clearing it up too.
I would like to think, okay, yes, it's a difficult one for me, right? Because it's like, I want to say and admit, look, sometimes I get things wrong. I've got things wrong in other videos before. I've corrected the record. I've trimmed things out of videos. I've corrected. I've put corrections in the comments before. But I hadn't seen anything to prove to tell me that these tweets were fake, and until I started seeing these comments. Now I've seen the comments. Now people have told me. Several people have reached out to me privately to basically say, yo, that's what's going on. I would love to see maybe some more backstory. Like, I'm not going to lie.
I don't know.
I want to know about this feud, because if that's what he's got, some crazy ex getting hold of his Twitter account.
Right.
That crazy ex, like, really trying to get him gone, like trying to ruin his life. Like, I want to know more about that feud.
Exactly. Because now it's sounding like the crazy ass ex was on some crazy ass shit. Do your homework.
That's totally messed up. And if that's something that he was going through before he passed away, I mean, everybody trying to work out who would have wanted harm to come to this young man who had his whole life ahead of him.
Right.
People are doing this kind of stuff to him, man. That makes me really think like he was really dealing with some serious negativity, man. So it's super messed up. So rest in peace to baby you, man. It was no disrespect whatsoever. I was just reporting the information that I'd been presented, that I'd found, that we was all talking about, yo, these are crazy, and that, you know, there you go. Like I've given you that information. So I'm still going to keep looking at this situation. We're all waiting to find out exactly what went on, like why this happened, who was responsible, all of those kind of things. I've been keeping update with the Reddits and the comments and the other videos that people have made, but I really haven't been able to find anything else out. So if anybody else knows, hey, leave it in the comments, because apparently the comments are gospel. All right, this time around the comments were on point. Okay.
Bro, though, now I want to know about the crazy ex, man.